came across a poll on X where they put in Crepe and Wikicat in a poll and telling the community to vote which they love best. Well, when I got across that poll, I'm like, why are you trying to do this? Who is this person trying to do this? Because I see these two projects on the BSC blockchain as projects that are doing marvelously well, like marvelously well. And this past few weeks, BNB accounts have been posting signals about these two projects, posting about cats, which is more like about Wikicat, and then posting about Pancake, which is more like Creepy. And I'm like, these two projects are great. And someone in my community asked that she has few dollars to invest in. She wants to top her bag. That which do I think is best to top first? Is it Crepe or Wikicat? And I'm like, this is a very difficult situation for me because these two projects are actually great projects. And those projects are doing so well, all right? And they have community. So I decided to do this video so that we can compare and predict which of this token is actually going to do more access, is actually going to gain more access in this Bullrun. But before you watch my comparison and what I think, I want to know what you think. Which do you think is going to gain more access? Is it Crepe or Wikicat? Drop it in the comment section. I would love to hear from you because these meme coins are actually doing great. They're actually doing so well, and a lot of people are vested in them. Like a lot of people have eyes on them this Bullrun. And you know, the BSC blockchain is actually doing wonders. Like the last month statistics, they did a whole lot of billions in their revenue, the BNB blockchain. Yeah? So there is actually a blockchain that will do very well in the Bullrun. So I want to hear from you. Which do you think will gain more access? Which do you think, based on their statistics, based on their community, based on their utility building and all of that, which do you think will gain more X? Is it Wikicat or is it Crepe? All right, so drop it in the comment section. I want to hear from you. So welcome back to my channel today. If this is your first time of joining me, please do well to like, subscribe, share with your family and friends. If you're a returning subscriber, just know that I love you so much. All right, so let's dive right into it. So today I just want us to compare between Crepe and Wikicat. These are two powerful projects on the BSC blockchain that is making wave. It's all over the places on X, and you know, the community are so strong. Okay, for this past few months, these two projects have been going back to back, pulling numbers, pulling community, and it's been so good because I actually came across prophets, talking about these two projects and how they are going to do marvelously well. A prophet said Crepe is the next Shiba Inu. Another prophet said Wikicat is the Bullrun. So a lot of things is going on in the crypto ecosystem with these two projects. So I just want to let's talk about it based on analysis. All right. So now we are not doing prophecy. Now we are doing analysis. Let us analyze their supply, their utility, their community. Let us just analyze it in this video and see if we can be able to come out with the best. All right, so let's do it in this video. Remember, these two coins are on the BSC blockchain, so there is no need for you to scare or maybe say I'm being biased or based on it's a different blockchain. They are on the same blockchain, and when liquidity is going on in that particular blockchain, it is very possible it's going to touch every token. So that is one of the reasons why I'm so happy that these two tokens are on the same blockchain. We're analyzing them today. I want to know which is best. Let's predict which will gain more access and which is the best. All right, and remember, this is just based on what I'm going to analyze to you. You can go on and do your own analysis and predict and then confirm which is best for you. All right, so let's dive right into it. First, we are starting with Crepe. Okay, we're starting with Crepe. So Crepe is on the BSC blockchain, and it has a total supply of 690 billion. That's a total supply. The maximum supply of Crepe is 690 billion. There's not going to be any other supply of Crepe. So 690 billion is the maximum supply of Crepe, and it has a circulating supply of 690 billion. So all the whole supply are in circulation. So that is it for the supply of Crepe, and its market cap as of now that I'm doing this video is around $17 million. Okay, $17 million. I guess it's reached $20 million a few weeks ago. I guess so, because it did an all-time high a few weeks ago. It pumped really well a few weeks ago, and a 24 hours trading volume of $816,000. Okay, so Crepe is actually a very good one. Now I want to tell you the all-time high and the all-time low, and then we'll talk about what Crepe is building. Okay, because Crepe is actually a project that have utility. All right, that's why I'm so in love with it also. So it's a meme coin, but they're also building utility. So Crepe all-time high was around September 17, 2025. That's a few weeks ago, and it did an all-time high of 0.000029. why the all-time low was July 26th. I think that was when it was created, and its all-time low was around 0.60, that's 604. Okay, so Crepe has actually cancelled to zero. Okay, that's a good one for a project that just came out recently. So Crepe has done 59,628% since its creation. So Crepe is a very nice project, honestly. All right, so I'm reading from CoinGecko. Okay, I'm reading it from CoinGecko. So I just want to read a few of the things that Crepe is building, because people just talk about Crepe thinking it's just a meme coin, but it's actually a meme coin that's building a very unique utility. Very unique utility. So Crepe is building a utility that is based on DeFi, decentralized finance, all right, and crypto copy trading, swapping, liquidity pool, a lot. So Crepe is more like a DeFi project. Okay, though they are new and they are still building. So Crepe is building a very strong DeFi, decentralized finance project, and they want to also include real world assets like real estate and all of that. So you can see that they have a very unique utility coming on the way. So this is one of the reasons why Crepe is actually making waves. They're not just here being a meme coin, but they are building utility. So I think Crepe is a good one. All right, it's a very good one. And though Crepe doesn't have any bond mechanism, 690 billion is their maximum and circulating supply. So I believe this Bullrun, Crepe is actually going to do well. Okay, it's going to do well. All right, and based on a lot of big accounts are talking about them, and they have a very good community, backing them also, and they're also on the BSC blockchain. That's one good thing about Crepe. And one thing I realized about the BSC blockchain is that their community is so united. All right, if any project on the BSC blockchain have a tendency of getting community from that blockchain, more like you have Crepe, community of Crepe can become a community of another project on BSC. Okay, so that's the unity I love so much about the BSC blockchain. They have this unique unity. If a project comes out on the BSC blockchain, there's every tendency that the BSC community will back that particular project, that particular token, and they will do marvelously well. So that is it for Crepe. Crepe is actually a good one, and they are building a decentralized finance project that will help, and that is what the world needs right now. That is what the financial market needs right now, trying to integrate the fiat system into the decentralized system, and that is bringing fiat into DeFi. All right, so it is actually a very good project, and I tell you, in the next few years, you will see Crepe doing a whole lot more, a whole lot numbers. All right, so I think Crepe is actually a very, very good project. If you want to invest in them, just do your research, and invest wisely. All right, so that is it for Crepe. Then let's go over to Wikicat. Now, when it comes to Wikicat, we should all know that it is also on the BSC blockchain. All right, so let's go over to the circulating supply and the maximum supply. So during creation, 1,000 trillion Wikicat was created, which 30% was born on the day of creation, and then 70% was in circulation. All right, so that is 700 trillion Wikicat was in circulation, while 300 trillion was burnt. Now, Wikicat have a bond mechanism, all right, whereby every buy and sell there is a bond. All right, so since then to now, the supply of Wikicat is 545 trillion, which all are in circulation. All right, all are in circulation. So the total supply and the circulating supply of Wikicat is 545 trillion Wikicat. Okay, that makes it have a very large supply. Okay, unlike Crepe is in billions, while Wikicat is in trillions. All right, the only difference is that Crepe doesn't have a bond mechanism, while Wikicat have a bond mechanism. There's always bond every buy and sell. A percentage of Wikicat gets bond at every buy and sell of the token. All right, so when it comes to the market cap, Wikicat market cap currently is at 102 million market cap. All right, in the last few weeks, it did over $250 million in market cap. All right, so Wikicat is in the hundreds of millions right now, and it's actually a very good one based on a project that is in trillions of supply. Okay, so I actually give it for Wikicat also. The 24 hours trading volume of Wikicat right now is $316,670,000, and then when it comes to the all-time high and all-time low, all right, all-time high of Wikicat is 0.6046. all right, then the all-time low when Wikicat was created, that was 3 years ago, it began with a price of 0.11 zeros. All right, so 11 zeros 57. That is, Wikicat have actually cancelled 50. Okay, so that's huge. All right, for a project that is 3 years, it has actually cancelled 5 zeros, 11 zeros, and now it's at 60. That's 50 already gone. You can see that the project is really, really building. All right, so since creation till now, Wikicat have done 330,526%. This is huge. This is very, very big for a project. Okay, that's a meme coin is very big. So if you invested when it was created till now, you know that you're already in massive profits. Okay, so Wikicat have actually done that. So let's read more about Wikicat and what they are building. All right, so Wikicat is actually on the BSC chain. They already have a wallet, which is Penny Remit. They've built a wallet. They are also about to launch their Penny Remit, which is more like a spending app where you can convert your cryptocurrency to your local fiat currency. That's bringing the centralized exchange into the crypto world. And then they're also building an SMC DAO bank where you can trade your crypto. That's more like a crypto bank. All right, and they have SMC stats where you can check for statistics, more like the coin gecko of the ecosystem. So you can see that they actually have great utility. It's a project that I've actually done so well. And honestly, if I was that lady in my community, sometimes I also get confused when I want to invest. All right, when I want to invest out of my bag and I want to go about it either Wikicat or Crepe, and I'm like, which should I invest in? Because these are actually good projects that you are doing well. All right, for Wikicat, it's actually a good project. For Crepe, it's actually a good project. All right, both projects have great utility, and I can tell you, great projects also have prophecy for those that believe in that, because I do. All right, I've seen a lot of people prophesy about these two unique coins that they will do marvelously well. All right, for Wikicat have done a lot of numbers, already in the hundreds of millions of market cap. Crepe is actually a new project that is also picking up and is doing well. All right, if you're an individual investor that doesn't have so much money to invest, it's best you look into their statistics, analyze them, and go with the one that your conviction is strong on. All right, these are actually two projects that will do marvelously well. They have all it takes. They have the community. We got to have a massive dedicated believers as community. So you want to research on the one and go with the one that your conviction is very strong. One thing also, remember, one day Wikicat's supply can come down to that of Crepe because it has a bomb mechanism. All right, and Crepe forever will remain at 690 billion because that is the maximum supply and there is no bomb mechanism. All right, so the uniqueness of this is that Wikicat have a bomb mechanism which can actually shrink the supply and make it scarce, which can also drive the price. Okay, so when you're investing, try and do so much research. Make sure you understand the two projects, make sure you're convinced enough, and then you invest. All right, so I'm not going to tell you that Wikicat is better or Crepe is better. These are actually good projects that I am so much interested in both of them. I have done a lot of research about these two projects. I have also prayed about them, and I can tell you they are absolutely good. So go in with your conviction. I'm just here to analyze them both. I'm not going to tell you that this will do better because they're actually doing good project that will do well. All right, so you can make money from both. The major thing is that you make money. All right, so you can make money from both because they're actually good projects. And remember, this is not a financial advice. Okay, this is based on my analysis right now and the things that I found out about those two projects. So do not be confused. For my community member that was like, oh, which should I invest in? I told her to go with her conviction because I see these two projects as great projects that will do well. And I'm not saying that it is only these two projects that's going to do well. There are so many other projects that will do well in the BSC blockchain. All right, so these two, I picked them out because the community around them is so strong and people are beginning to make a lot of comparison on both of them. I can tell you, you might be surprised that there's a huge collaboration between these two projects. Yes, I think so, yes, because the creator of Wikicat once came out and said there's a big collaboration between Wikicat and Crepe, and that is what we want to see in the ecosystem, collaboration over competition. So you don't need to worry. These two projects are actually good. They're actually going to do well. They're collaborating to build a bigger and better ecosystem and a decentralized world for all of us to enjoy in. So if you're an individual trader that wants to invest with your little capital, be at peace, do your research, and invest wisely. All right, that is the end of my video today. Thank you so much for watching. Do well to like and subscribe, share with your family and friends, and share with your friend that's also confused about which to invest in. Until next time.